Jude, nice to see you. I feel like it's
Hi,
been
Edward.
at least 10 years since I've seen you. I used to see you all the time in New York and Toronto, so it's been a while. Um, but this is a really cool movie from Justin, and I was curious. I had a quick scan through your filmography, and I could not remember any time you played a FBI agent or police officer. You can correct me if I'm wrong,
No,
but
I
is this
think you're
like a
right.
first for you, kind of?
Certainly
Was that
never
a
played
kind of
an
incentive
FBI
to?
special agent
No.
before. No, this is the
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Was that an incentive to kind of take on a role like that, to kind of do something very different? Is that an incentive for you at all, or
It wasn't
ever?
the desire to play an agent necessarily or a cop. There's a certain sort of uh, persona, I suppose, assumed with taking on a role like that. But the potential in the actual character and the way in which Zach, our writer, and Justin, our director, wanted to develop the character and really understand his past and embellish the physical and the sort of emotional impact the past has had on him really meant that we were able to, mine the character for all this very rich character study and
Mm,
complexities. So, for an actor, that's a great journey to go on.
mm. Now, even though this is a true story, I believe your character is a kind of an amalgam of other people who were kind of
Yeah, it
trying to
seemed
track him down.
relevant when
Yeah.
I mean, Zach made that decision as a writer. I think he realized he wanted the character of Husk to be, he wanted us to be able to add, embellish the life story around him. And so to do that to a real agent just seemed wrong.
Mm,
It was important also because we were able to add aspects that could steer the story as such. So, we loved the idea that Mathews, we knew, was this clean living um, uh, and yet sort of, toxic male, and Husk, on the other hand, had this sort of toxic lifestyle, but had this, good heart. And so we were able to embellish that because we didn't base him solely on any of the special agents on the case.
mm. I mean, as an actor, do you feel like you want to do any of your own research into the story or the case or anything like that, or do you always rely on Justin in the screenplay when you have questions
No,
about
with
stuff?
this one, there was an awful lot to read. The book, The Silent Brotherhood, that the script was based on, was a great starting point. And we also did or shared a lot of information on other cases in the Pacific Northwest. And I did some work on other agents of the time who had written books about their experiences in the FBI, just to get a sense of what it was to go undercover, for example, which the character of Husk had done, and how harsh that can be sometimes on one's private life. So yeah, when you embark on a film like this or on any project, it becomes your study point. It becomes an obsession, a fascination. It certainly does for me. So if there's material to read around it and films to look back on or uh, memoirs, photographs, you devour them because you want to understand your subject.
Oddly, I just was at an award show sitting with Ron Howard. I didn't realize I
Ah,
was going to talk to you at the time. I would have asked, but this is the first time you worked with him, right? The first time you've ever worked with him
yeah.
before? Okay,
Yes, it
nice.
was the first, and a very
Yeah.
happy time. As you can imagine, he is a real pleasure to work with. You know that you're in incredibly experienced hands, and he's a soft-hearted major. He leads from the front, and you'll go anywhere with him, and he does it with real grace and enthusiasm.
Listen, it's great talking to you again, and
And you,
keep making great movies, man. You're just like one after the other, just making great movies, and I
thank
I
you so
appreciate that
much.
for you. So thanks so much.